We've gotten smarter in every generation. And I've asked my mum this question as someone who's been alive for a long time. Shout out to you, mum. She's old, okay? The propaganda back in the days, like, how did you fall for it? What was the consensus around these things at this time? And the conclusion that we came to was that there was just a lack of information. So it was easier to trick and manipulate people. And the people who were tricked and manipulated more than anyone were the people who are fighting in wars for their country. When in reality, they were doing it for the elites because war lines their pockets. And they find these wars and they watch their brothers die. And they get fucked up, all this trauma. And they realize this shit was for nothing. It's dark.
Let's take a look at this video, please. This is genuinely heartbreaking to see.
Remembrance Sunday mean for you? What is your message?
My message is, I can see in my mind's eye those rows and rows of white stones of all the hundreds of my friends and everybody else that gave their lives for what? The country of today. No, I'm sorry. The sacrifice wasn't worth the result that it is now.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
What do you mean by that, though?
Well, what we fought for, and what we fought for was our freedom. We find that even now it's downside worse than what it was when I fought for it.
This is a man that fought in World War II. This is a man that fought for this country. And he is saying that he is basically ashamed that what he fought for basically means nothing.
Pure propaganda, right? The war in Iran, the amount of veterans who have come out with these traumatic. It's one thing, you go into war, you expect trauma. It's right here. It's not even in the back of your mind. It's right here. Shit's gonna happen. But when you find out that it was all for nothing, that's where it can fuck with you even more.
So I gave the order for them to use the missiles on the building. So we hit it. And then we stormed into the building. And there was 2 about a 14-year-old kid, a 6-year-old kid, and a young, maybe this could have been her husband, I couldn't tell because he was so messed up, and a woman that was bleeding, but not severely, and all she was screaming, "Why, Laish, Laish," and I broke down. I leaned up against the wall, and as my rest of my Marines cleared through the building, and I sat there with the corpsman trying to do something about it. But I started to cry. I wanted to rip my hair out, what hair I did have, and go nuts. And the woman, seeing my reaction, came up to me and put her hand on my cheek and said, "Inshallah," which is God's will. Because these people over there, it doesn't matter what bad things happen to them, that they can accept it right away as God's will because they're deeply religious. But no, it wasn't God's will. It was my fucking order. I gave the order to fire those rockets into that building, and I killed her family.
There's a lot about war that they don't tell us. Modern day warfare, or even warfare back in the days, you think it's just, you would think, I don't know, maybe it's just me, right? Maybe it's just watching these olden day movies. Everyone, your side versus my side. Let's get this shit cracking, man. 101. Let's go. No, in reality, these people are killing innocent people. They're bombing families. They're doing all of this fuck shit, right? They're taking orders from people who are just, they're human. They're making mistakes like this guy. Imagine, you make a mistake, you kill a whole family. You kill a whole entire family. And there's so many stories. I'm about to pull one out right now.
Imagine if a group of soldiers invaded your home in the middle of the night. How would you feel? Here's what one of those U.S. soldiers has to say today, 20 years later.
We hit houses with the wrong address because
the intel that I received told me to go back at it.
Yeah, you see that in the journalist do that one. It was pitiless.
He goes outside the wall.
I still think about that guy. I still remember punching him in the face. And I'm still working on that.
You know, these guys, they feel so patriotic. They feel so proud. They feel so much pride, so much anger in these wars that, and they have so much trust for the people above them that they go into these situations, and the violence a lot of the times that they enact, they do it with such conviction and such moral superiority, right? And imagine finding out all these years later, oh no, that was the wrong guy. Oh no, our orders are fucked up. Oh no, the people who were in charge, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Oh no, we were lied to. Again, look, in the year 2026, I think we know the idea of fighting for your country is kind of stupid because you're just not fighting for your country 9.5 million times out of 10. You're fighting for a bunch of, let's just call it what they are, rich white people, right? And they just want to get richer. Because in reality, if they really had a problem, square it out, man, one-on-one.
I'm sick and tired of the veteran victim culture. You know, they come home and they're like, oh my God, give me a blanket. I mean, like, listen, we all volunteered. We're all a volunteer force. And we're veterans, not victims. So when we come back, there are certain things that we need and we earned and we deserve. Yes. That does not include all of the above, whatever the fuck I want forever, free shit, emotional support dogs at every street corner, blankets wrapped around me, a free job, candy, you know, Halloween costumes, and a free car. All right? No, like, come home, get a job, get a mission, and live your life and continue to serve your country. Now, yes, if you got injured, you got wounded, you got issues, 100%, we need to stand behind you. The VA is there to serve those veterans who deployed to combat, who have service-connected disabilities, come home and need support. It is not there to be a catch-all campus support program for any need. I need new insoles for my shoes. Go to Foot Locker like the rest of us, like, you know, and the victim culture has permeated way too much, and we got to put a stop to it. And people want to talk about veteran suicide. It's like, yeah, because they're convinced in their head that they have nowhere else to go. They're veterans. They're broken. No, they're not broken. They're not broken. They're strong, great patriots who volunteered to serve in the.
Boy, like we're just surrounded by so many stupid people, man. You believe you have the insight to why people are unaliving themselves. You're the guy, huh? You're the guy with the knowledge. They just think they're broken. They think they're broken, but you know what? If they just snapped out of the victim complex, then they wouldn't be doing this thing. Man, they at least love you, boy. You're the type of idiot they love. The biggest problem I have with people like this is that they make non-issues issues. Maybe because we're not veterans and we're not in the army. I've never heard someone say, you know what the fucking problem is now? Veterans think they're victims. I've never heard those words come out. So many bigger problems. But you as someone who was a veteran, you come out and you make it seem as if this is an actual problem in society. Weird. These people are goofed out, man.
Best thing we can do when they get home is give them a mission, give them a career, not give them free stuff. And I've said that repeatedly, like I'm saying now, and they clip that and say, oh, Tim hates veterans. I'm like, I'm married to a combat veteran. I am a combat veteran, multiple tours. All I'm saying is we as veterans have a higher bar when we get home. And that bar is not give me free shit.
I don't think anybody wants free shit. I think these guys are fucked up. Look, some people deal with trauma better than others. But like I always say with mental health, you don't know what the fuck another person's going through unless you are literally them. I can have depression, you can have depression. Completely different. I could be schizophrenic, you could be schizophrenic. Completely different. I don't think these veterans are coming back and they're saying, yeah, give me all this free shit. I don't think that's happening, buddy. I could be wrong, but I know I'm not wrong. That's the thing, I know I'm not wrong. Guys like this are weird. These are the same type of guys that will be like, oh, that video that I reacted to on my main channel where the guy's fully against maternal leave, paid maternal leave, and his reason is just because you just don't want to help. We keep helping these people, then what? We're just gonna help them forever? It's like why are you such a hater? It's not affecting you. It's not your money. You're just a hater. I don't know. You guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments, man. I feel sorry for these guys. Honestly, you've been duped by your country to go and fight. You come back fucked up, and you have dumbass niggas like this telling you you should just get over it. Imagine that.
This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your phone. Blowing weed, smoking the ozone. I just can't let this go. This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your